Okay, when you install a drain on a modified roof, there are a number of components that you have to put together, and they have to be put together properly. The drain's designed for water to flow down it, obviously, but in certain scenarios, drains can become clogged, and in that case, the water then goes backwards. And if the steps aren't done properly, that's when your roof can fail. We have our primed lead target, which is primed on both sides. It'll be set in place. You hit it on top, you can see where your bolts emerge. You'll cut your bolts out, peel your target back, and you want to put the bead of mastic down over the full area the lead's going to sit. It's very important to get a 1/4 inch of mastic, especially around the center, right on the drain bowl. The drain bowl is where the compression takes place. Once the mastic's been applied, the lead can be then set back in place, where it'll have to be repeatedly molded and formed with a rubber mallet or a hammer and a block to get to conform to that drain bowl. He'll cut out the center hole, needs to be larger than the pipe, and then he's going to start working that lead down into the bowl, which does take some time. So don't try to force this part of the detail. It has to have time to stretch, and you're going to go around and around. When you get it nice and formed into the drain, it should turn down somewhat vertically into the bottom of the bowl. You'll be ready to apply your inner ply target. And when drain's got a sump, a lot of times the target has a mesh or a scrim. Most materials do, and they won't quite fit into that direction change perfectly. It'll cause what we would consider a mole run or a small wrinkle. Those wrinkles should be split, heated down, and then they can be stripped in. Then you'll install your cap sheet, or again, if it's a sump, maybe a cap sheet target would be advised. You want to heat the center really well. Right at that drain bowl is the critical juncture. Get your cap sheet target torched down and in place. Again, if you develop mole runs or wrinkles, they should be split. You can then install your clamping ring. 4 bolts should be bolted down just like you change a tire. You start on one side and then work across around counterclockwise or clockwise to snug the bolts. Once the bolts have been snugged, then repeat the process and make sure they're torqued down tight. That compression ring is what keeps water from getting into your system when that drain gets clogged, and that drain won't leak. If you have any questions about our processes or our products, check us out at www.barberjacks.com.